Dear friends, welcome to all of you. In the series of the videos on solving a quadratic equation by completing the squares method, this is the fifth video. Kindly, if you have any confusion, go through all the 4 videos, then you will get the continuity in understanding. Now, we have taken one numerical example. We have taken the standard quadratic equation. Now, purely the algebraic treatment of solving a quadratic equation using the completing the squares method, I am going to explain. I am not going to draw any pictures of such as squares or rectangles. They are all very well discussed in the previous 4 videos. Whenever you get any confusion, go back to the previous 4 videos, see and understand, then try to correlate the algebraic treatment of solving a quadratic equation by the completing the squares method. Now, this is a 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. In place of a we have 2, in place of b we have minus 5, in place of c we have 3. This is the standard quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Understand, a should not be 0. If a becomes 0, the quadratic term will not be there. It will become a linear equation. If this becomes 0, then you will have bx plus c, which represents a degree equation of degree 1. Now, in order to make the coefficient of x square as 1, we are dividing the equation throughout by 2. So, each term is divided by 2. 2x square by 2 minus 5x by 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. This is becoming x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. The same treatment we will do to this. Throughout the equation, we divide by a. So, this is ax square by a plus bx by a plus c by a is equal to 0 by a. A and a gets cancelled. This becomes x square plus 2 terms will be there. I will explain here why we have made the coefficient of x square as 1. You remember those diagrams. We have taken a square of side x whose area becomes x square. So, we have made the coefficient of x square as 1. And if you look at the previous videos, we have applied the formula of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square in order to complete the square. So, in that a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, we have 3 terms, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So, middle term should have 2 rectangles. Square we have taken, 2 rectangular pieces we have taken, and we have readjusted the rectangular pieces in order to complete the square. So, here we should have 2 here. So, we will multiply and divide with 2. This becomes x square minus 2 into 5 by 4. This 5 by 2 can be written as 2 into 5 by 4 because 2 gets cancelled. This becomes 2 of x is equal to 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Now, this is in the form of a square plus 2ab. So, in order to complete this square, this b square we should add, that is 5 by 4 whole square should be added on both sides. So, then this becomes x square minus 2 into 5 by 4 x plus b square term we are adding, that b square term is 5 by 4 whole square, because this is 2ab 2ab. We have a square plus 2ab. So we are adding b square, that is 5 by 4 whole square. This 3 by 2 is already there. So plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0, plus this 5 by 4 should be added on both sides. If you remember, in one of the previous videos, we have added 49 on both sides. So like that, whatever we are adding, because this is not there in the given problem, we are adding, so we have to add it on both sides. 0 plus 5 by 4 whole square. So this becomes, now it is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square is written as a minus b whole square plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0 plus anything is the same thing, 5 by 4 whole square. I am expanding the square for both numerator and denominator. 5 square is 25, 4 square is 16. Now this 3 by 2 is constant, I will take this side. So this becomes x minus 5 by 4 whole square is equal to 25 by 16. So this is plus 3 by 2. When you transfer this side, it becomes minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. Now here, denominator we have 16, here denominator we have only 8. So to make this denominator also 16, we will multiply with 8, both numerator and denominator. So this becomes 25 minus 24, and the denominator becomes common. This denominator is 16, this denominator also is 16, so this becomes 16. 25 minus 24 is 1, so this becomes 1 by 16. Let us see algebraically this theoretical problem. Now in order to complete the square, we need 2ab here. So we multiply and divide with 2 into b by 2a of x plus c by a is equal to 0 by a. 0 by a is 0. The next step we will write. So this becomes x square plus 2 b by 2a of x plus, so this is a square plus 2ab. So we have to add b square, that is b by 2a whole square, we have to add b by 2a whole square plus c by a is already there, so c by a. If you look at the example, here 2ab, in place of b we have 5 by 4, so this 5 by 4 whole square we have added on both sides. Like that, this b by 2a whole square we have added on both sides. So 0 by a becomes 0, b by 2a whole square we are adding, so this becomes b by 2a whole square. Now this is a square plus 2ab plus b square can be written as a plus b whole square x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to this c by a also we will transfer to this side. Both the things we will do. First thing, this whole square I will write both for numerator denominator. So b whole square becomes b square. This 2a whole square becomes 4a square. And this c by a we have transferred to that side. So it becomes minus c by a. Now here the denominator is 4 square. To make this denominator also 4 square, we will multiply with 4a. So numerator also should be multiplied with 4a. So this becomes b square minus 4ac whole divided by 4a square is equal to x plus b by 2a whole square. Now to write this side also in the form of whole square, we will write this as plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a whole square. So this is x plus b by 2a whole square. Now both are squares, so you can remove the square. This implies x plus b by 2a is equal to plus or minus root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a, which implies x is equal to this b by 2a, we will transfer that side, it becomes minus b by 2a. Already we have this plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So with plus we get one root, with minus we get one root. Now let us see what is happening to our numerical example. So this 1 by 16 is written as plus or minus 1 by 4 whole square. So this implies x minus 5 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 4. So which implies x is equal to this 5 by 4, when you transfer that side, it becomes plus 5 by 4 plus or minus 1 by 4. Now with plus you get one value for x, with minus you get one value for x. I will do it here. Suppose I take plus, x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 6 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 2. So this is one value for x. If I take minus here, or x is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4, 4 is common denominator, 5 minus 1, 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. This is another solution. So this quadratic equation 2x square minus 5x plus 3 has two roots. One is 3 by 2, the other is 1. So the three roots are x is equal to 3 by 2 or x is equal to 1. These are the solution. Once again I will sum up, my dear children. Can see this is the quadratic equation we have taken, 2x square minus 5x plus 3. When you compare with the standard quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, this a should not become 0. Then we are dividing the equation throughout by a to make the coefficient of x square as 1. So we have divided the equation throughout by 2 to make the coefficient of x square as 1. Then we have identified what is b by writing this in the form of, so this is, we have multiplied and divided with 2, it became 4. So we have identified the term b is 5 by 4. So therefore we have added 5 by 4 whole square on both sides in order to complete this square. So you have seen, if you look at those previous videos, you will understand what is the square to be added in order to complete the big figure. So in one of the examples we have added 49 on both sides or something like that, 2 square on both sides. So this is 5 by 4 a square on both sides in order to complete the square. So this is what the meaning of solving a quadratic equation by completing the squares method. So by completing the square, the other side has become plus or minus. By taking plus you get one root, by taking minus you get another root. Hence we get, these are the two roots of the quadratic equation, and this is the formula we have derived. So understand this very carefully and practice it 4-5 times. I have taken one numeric example and also the theoretical example, and both the things simultaneously I did. So you take some other quadratic equation and both the things simultaneously you do it, practice it 4-5 times like this. Whenever you land any confusion, look at all the 4 videos. This is the 5th video in the series of solving a quadratic equation by completing the squares method. Thank you very much for watching this video.